Hello everybody, Jamie Ben-Isri from Legal Logic and Dana Group. And as the conference is coming to an end, I've bumped into someone who I met early on in the conference, Peter Thiel from Nest. And we're very privileged to have the opportunity to have a few words with Peter before the conclusion of the festival. What I'd like to talk a little bit about is Peter, his background, and the idea is to learn a little bit about what startups back home in Canada and in the US can learn about what's happening in Hong Kong and the trends and incubators and the accelerator scene. So thanks for doing this with us.
You're very welcome. Thanks for having me.
Peter, tell us a little bit about you, your background, and so we can learn a little bit about what you do.
Okay, so I am a New Zealander, part of the Commonwealth. Spent a little bit of time in Canada as I was growing up playing ice hockey. But I've been here in Asia for about 17 years. My background was Intel Semiconductor, and basically building businesses both as an entrepreneur and a marketing professional, whether it's go-to-market for large-scale retail products, whether it's building channels, whether it's building digital platforms, right the way through to back-end analytics, and anything that could help Intel basically grow to massive volumes. When I left Intel in January 2015, the company was $1 billion a week in revenue, and I joined a very small company which I very much aligned with in terms of the vision of the founders. The company's called Nest.vc. You can find us online. The founders created that company with a vision of entrepreneurs helping entrepreneurs, and today the company is a company that builds platforms that help entrepreneurs build their businesses. So we've got 3 platforms. One of the platforms is a venture fund. One of the platforms is a community called Meta, or Meta.co. And the platform that I run is called the Accelerator, or the Innovation Platform. Over the last year and a half, I've run 6 accelerators in fintech, smart city, and healthcare. I work with the biggest companies in Asia. AIA is the second largest life insurance company in the world, behind China Life. Infiniti, which is the premium brand of Nissan, their head office is here in Hong Kong. Konica Minolta in 150 countries around the world in healthcare. OCBC Bank and DBS Bank, which are both enormous Chinese-focused Singapore head office banks. And what I essentially am is a talent scout and a matchmaker. So
that's a very good intro. So going back to talent, what are you noticing, having lived in the Commonwealth, being an expat who's now got firm roots in Hong Kong? What are you noticing in talent, and why are you in Hong Kong? Why is it important for you to be in Hong Kong?
Look, Hong Kong is one of the easiest places in the world to do business. The flat tax rate for an individual here is around 16%. You can start and create and open a new business in like an hour for less than $500. There's no easier place in the world to build a business. It's also a hub for many industries, whether you're in the manufacturing sector, it can be anything from toys to high tech, or whether you're in the fintech area. Every major bank in the world has an office and a large presence here in Hong Kong. There are some other areas where Hong Kong excels, but I would say that those 2 areas are really head and shoulders above most other countries anywhere else in the world.
That's amazing. So those are all really damn good reasons. So that's the talent part. Let's talk a little bit about the industries. And you've got some pretty heavy names behind you in terms of weight and in terms of a capacity to encompass businesses and help them grow. What kind of industries are you helping grow, and what's a popular business for you? What are you looking for in a business?
Yeah, well, right now, as of June 2nd, we are 3 days away from the close of applications for the DBS Accelerator. This is effectively a program looking for new technologies to bring into the bank. So DBS is focused on growing its small, medium enterprise services. It's focused on building its business in China.
DBS the bank.
DBS the bank. So DBS is it's the HSBC of Singapore. Okay, and so they've got an innovation program here in Hong Kong that last year we put through 10 startups. They were in everything from back-end solutions that make the bank more efficient, right the way through to front-end apps that enable peer-to-peer lending, and everything in the middle.
Right.
So fintech is hot right now. The other big area that's really hot right now is smart city mobility and connectivity. So the program that we're running with Infiniti right now, Infiniti Cars, that's all about making buildings smarter, making cities smarter, coming up with IoT devices that enable their customers or their drivers of cars to have better experiences in the cars, but also things that solve the urban commute, like electric scooters and smart buildings.
Amazing. So we're from Canada. Tell us a little bit about, first of all, the application. Even though the applications are coming to a close, are these programs available to international startups?
Absolutely. We have applications from over 40 countries for our IoT program. For the Smart City program with Infiniti, we have applications from over 35 countries for the DBS program. So we're well versed in bringing startup companies or founders from overseas. We fly them over here, we put them in a hotel, we give them a co-working space, we speak English. So we're very welcoming of the Canadian startup ecosystem. And in fact, I've actually I know the Canadian Consulate General very well, and we very much do everything we can to encourage companies from Toronto, companies from Vancouver to test out Asia, to come and have a soft landing here in Hong Kong, and to try and either build or grow their customer base to this part of the world.
The most important question is, do we have enough people for an ice hockey game in Hong Kong? Is that possible?
I've kind of I've lost my skills when it comes to hockey, but yeah, we have a full contact league, and we've got 5 budding sort of B stage leagues here, and yeah, hockey's popular.
Last question, give me one reason why startups should consider coming to Hong Kong over California, Montreal, or any other market.
Look, Asia is the future. The growth and the potential to build a $1 billion business in Asia far exceeds any other market. It is the talent that exists here. There's not as much competition. You go to the Valley, you go to other big markets, you're going to be faced with super talented, super well-resourced, highly competitive industries. Hong Kong and Singapore are, right here, ready for you to sort of jump on. And that's the best answer there is.
That's a good answer. That's a damn good reason.
Yeah.
My man.
You're welcome.
Peter Thiel, thanks a lot, buddy. Thanks, everyone.